From lowly beginnings to a timeless elevation, this is where it all started for Alex Ferguson. The Manchester United manager is due to step down at the end of the season, having delivered an unprecedented 48 trophies during his 26 years in charge at Old Trafford. That success owes a great deal to the discipline instilled in the teams he's managed, and around the nondescript terraces of Drumchapel Amateurs, you don't have to look far to see where he got that from.
Think big, but also be very disciplined in everything he does. You know, cleans his boots before the game, then comes to training with his gear and all that. In those days, you didn't get you had to bring your own stuff with you to training. So Sir Alex used to have to bring his own stuff.
The standards that was set at this club all those years ago, it's the work ethic, it's the standards, it's the disciplines. You can see it at Manchester United, and I think that's helped him to what he was, to what he's ended up, you know.
Ferguson isn't the only top-ranked manager to credit his footballing education to Drumchapel. And as the brief search for his successor nears its end, the Glasgow outfit may soon be toasting a second graduate to take charge of the Premier League giants, with reports strongly indicating that Everton boss David Moyes will replace his outgoing compatriot.
I think it was 1984 David was with us, so he had the same discipline all that period of time, and it stuck by him again. See him at the games, standing there with his tie on, he's always the same, immaculate dressed, but same again, discipline, organisation, so it's the same thing every time with both Sir Alex and young David.
And that's a hard act to follow for if it's David Moyes. Hard act to follow, but you know, another game, Drumchapel boy, he's been grounded at the club, and the ethic that they got here, I think, has helped him progress to where they are, you know, and David's obviously got his full career in front of him as a manager.
Ferguson's first steps in management took him to St Mirren. He oversaw a massive transformation during his 4 years at Love Street, with striker Frank McGarvey, one of the first players to work with him at close quarters.
The way he ran St Mirren was exact same way as he ran Manchester United last season. He would make good buys, bring in younger players. He always liked to bring in young players, which is always a good thing because you've got them for longer. And he just used the same ideas and methods right through his managerial career because it worked at St Mirren, so why change it?
It was then on to Aberdeen for the 36-year-old Ferguson. Archie Knox was his assistant for a portion of his 8 years at Pittodrie, before going on to become his first right-hand man at Manchester United.
Alec was set and wanted to continue at Aberdeen. He was happy at Aberdeen. He had a lot of success at Aberdeen, and you know, he could have carried on, but the Manchester United thing came along, and well, everybody knows the story now that he's had a phenomenal career there, never to be repeated, I would have thought. And it's proven that he's been one of the greatest managers ever.
And with 13 English titles, 5 FA Cups and 2 Champions Leagues to his name, few will deny Ferguson that claim. But attention must now turn to how one of the most successful acts in English football is followed. And if the teachings of Drumchapel Amateurs are anything to go by, Moyes will feel he has what it takes to do just that.